What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sai, and we're going to be talking about PlayStation's State of Play that is happening tomorrow, September 24th, 2025. More importantly, we're going to be talking about the predictions, or my predictions, of what will be shown tomorrow. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. First and foremost, the first prediction that is on everybody's prediction list whenever there is a PlayStation State of Play, and that is Bloodborne. Everybody always talks about it because everybody always wants it. So, my prediction, Bloodborne 2 is going to be shown, or Bloodborne remastered, remake, whatever. There will be something Bloodborne. I'm just going to throw it out there. Is happening. Bloodborne. It's happening. It's happening. Can't tell me no. It's happening. Second prediction. Let's jump right into one that we already kind of sort of already know that's going to happen and is going to show up. That being Wolverine by Insomniac. They've already kind of suggested that Wolverine, there has been rumors in the video game sphere that Wolverine will be shown at 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 the PlayStation State of Play tomorrow. Whether that's a cinematic trailer or or gameplay, or even the leaked trailer that was shown all those years ago, at least a couple of years ago, that they're going to show that, but more polished, more detailed, and kind of like the finished product. And I think we'll get Wolverine's voice actor. We'll hear that. May see other characters. Like I said, it's either going to be a cinematic trailer or a gameplay trailer, or a mix of both. Either way, I think we're going to get Wolverine. I think we're finally going to get Wolverine for sure, mixed with a release date. I'm going to be guessing sometime next year. I'm hoping mid next year, or probably big summer release. Sticking with Insomniac, let's jump right into Spider-Man 3. I think Spider-Man 3 will be shown in some sort of capacity, in the vein of the way they released and showed Spider-Man 2. Now, I remember, 3 years ago, I believe it was 3 years ago. Wow, it's been so long. They showcased Spider-Man 2 in a cinematic way where it showed Miles and Spider-Man fighting Craven's henchmen, and then at the very end, it showed Venom in all of his glory, with the late, great Tony Todd voicing him, and we got that trailer. Didn't really show much. Like I said, it was just a teaser trailer for Spider-Man 2. So, in veins of that, what I think they're going to show and how they're going to show it, it's kind of like that. You're going to see Spider-Man, or at least Miles, because we do know at the end of Spider-Man 2, a little bit spoiler alert, that Peter kind of is taking the backstage, being more of a mentor, and Spider-Man and Miles is going to be center stage of being like the one and only Spider-Man kind of thing, going through New York and saving the day. I think that will coalesce with the teaser trailer for Spider-Man 3, where we'll see Miles doing his thing, fighting some henchmen. Who knows which henchmen they're going to be, or whether they're going to be a theme type henchman or just some goons. He's going to be battling, fighting. We may see Peter's Spider-Man swinging for a little bit. But then I think it'll end in almost the capacity that Spider-Man 2 ended their trailer with Venom. You're going to see a pumpkin bomb. A pumpkin bomb is going to drop on the ground, and it's going to zoom in, and it's going to roll, and then you're going to see the pumpkin smile, and then it's going to detonate, explode, boom, title card, Spider-Man 3. Release date to be announced, or whatever, if we even get a release date. That'd be great, but I don't think we will. Or you'll see the explosion, the smoke, and then you'll see Green Goblin, flying on the glider, and you'll see his face, and then it'll cut. Something like that. I think they should do it. I think they should do it more or less the first one with the pumpkin bomb, the exploding, the dust, and then title card. So that's what I think. In terms of those two, that's what I think is going to really happen for Insomniac's reveals. My predictions, at least for those two, maybe a Ratchet and Clank, maybe not. I don't think so. But yeah, moving on. Third prediction. We're going to jump again into a pretty well-known game, that being God of War. Again, a lot of rumors going around the gamer sphere of a God of War reveal for the State of Play. One of the big one that's kind of been going around for a while is a God of War Greek mythology collection. That being a culmination of all three of the mainstay games, and possibly Ascension, and maybe the two PSP games being ported to PlayStation and PC. I think that's more likely to happen than anything else. But if it does, there goes into my next prediction, sticking with God of War, we'll get a new God of War title revealed. Now, here is the way I think that it should be revealed for a new God of War game. And this is how it's going to go. Because everybody is hoping and praying for a new setting, that being in Egypt and battling with the Egyptian godly pantheon. It'll start with, the God of War theme, like dun, dun, dun. And then it'll kind of like, you'll see snow. It'll look like snow, but this is where they're tricking you. It's not gonna be snow. It's kind of going and looking like snow, and as it kind of lights up, it turns into sand, and then sand will kind of like fly, like like float in, and in the very background, you'll see a figure walking towards the screen. Right? Again, the music starts kind of building up, kind of starts changing to fit more the theme of Egypt, and another a big dust of sand will kind of blanket the screen, and it'll zoom in, and it won't be Kratos. Boom! It'll be Atreus. Atreus will be all grown up, probably rocking a beard or a little goatee like his dad, and he might be wielding a new weapon, or you just see his face and that's it. And in the very background, probably behind Atreus, you'll see the pyramids, just to really show that it is set in the Egyptian setting. That's how I think they should do it. I think that'd be great. I think that'll tease the next adventure for God of War. Oh, and the cool part, and oh, sorry, I totally missed this. The cool part that would be to showcase the title is, again, after you see Atreus, another plume of sand kind of goes in front of the camera, and then written in Egyptian ancient writing is God of War, and then again the sand wipes it away, and then you'll see the God of War, and then you see God of War, boom, done, perfect. That would be such an amazing way to showcase the next God of War game. Moving on to like other predictions. Again, that's my God of War prediction so far. I think they'll show it. But yeah, moving on to other predictions. I think we'll see something from Final Fantasy. I think we'll see a Final Fantasy game shown. Probably Final Fantasy 7 Chapter 3, I want to say. That we'll see a teaser, cinematic trailer, whatnot. Definitely see some indie games for sure, so third party games for sure. But they did say that there will be, at least in this one, first party titles from first party PlayStation Studios, which is great because PlayStation really needs this, especially with next year being the big one for Xbox and it being the 25th anniversary for Xbox. And Xbox is going to be rolling out the bangers. So PlayStation needs this for sure. So yeah, so Final Fantasy 7 Chapter 3. Maybe this is a huge iffy if. We'll see something from Naughty Dog, rather that's intergalactic or something to do with Uncharted. Maybe maybe a teaser for the next chapter in the Uncharted series, whether that's being Nathan Drake's daughter, which again is a big rumor, or another side game like the Chloe and Elena. No, not the Chloe and Elena, but the Chloe side game that they made. Or heck, even a remaster of Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the first one, for PlayStation 5. Who knows? But like I said, and even with like Neil Druckmann, backing out of uh The Last of Us season 3 to focus more on Intergalactic, maybe we'll see something. Maybe, I don't know. Again, it's a big if because it is a big game that they are making. So it's maybe. Again, this is my prediction. Another one that they might show, because we haven't really seen too much of it since it was first revealed, I think like 2-3 years ago at the Video Game Awards. Judas, made by the creators of BioShock. They showcased the reveal trailer at the Video Game Awards, and then after a couple of years, or at least a year later, at the I think it was at Gamescom or Summer's Games Fest, they released another trailer for Judas. And then after that, there was nothing. It was on hiatus. Nobody knew about it. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody knew what was going on with Judas. Until a couple of months ago, around midsummer, they came out and said, we are still working on Judas. Judas is still alive. Just we haven't really shown any trailers or made anything like that because they said making trailers requires a lot of effort and a lot of time to really put into it to make a cinematic trailer or a gameplay trailer, which I totally understand. And they said that they're focusing more on actually making the game. And once the game is good, then they'll focus on making trailers and showcasing their game, which I'm hoping they might show something because when I saw and I've read all about Judas and stuff like that, it looking like a game that is going to be amazing. It's going to give me that BioShock fix that I've been jonesing for ever since they mentioned that they were, or the other developers that took over BioShock mentioned that they were going to make BioShock 4. So I'm hoping I need something BioShock. So yeah, again, that's another prediction. I'm really trying to think of other big first part. Like I'm not thinking of indie games or third party games because again, it's hard to really think and predict what certain games are going to be shown. Um, Apparently, though, there was a reveal of something that they are going to show that everybody's been waiting for PlayStation that they are going to show. Everybody's been waiting for. Like I said, I'm thinking it's either God of War or I'm pretty sure that's Wolverine. Pretty sure. But like I said, these are some of my predictions that are going to happen. I mean, they're just like I said, there are just so many. Like potentially a Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted, God of War, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Like there are Sly Cooper is a possibility too. Borderlands. All these games. These are possibilities. These are possibilities. And hell, maybe even Twisted Metal will make a comeback, considering how successful the show's been. It'd be crazy for them not to even think about making a Twisted Metal game, right? So again, these are just some of my predictions. I'm wondering if my clairvoyance power has manifested and I have called every single one of these predictions because if they do, I swear to God, I'm gonna go buy like a crap ton of lottery tickets and I'm gonna win millions. I'm gonna win millions. But if that doesn't happen, then damn, I'll take two out of the whatever I've said, right? At least one of my predictions I hope is true. But yeah, with that being said, we will see because tomorrow on September 24th, the State of Play is going to be airing at 5 p.m. EST, my time, Canada time. So we'll see. We will see what they show and what they talk about and what they reveal. And I will be covering it. You can catch me live. I won't be able to live stream it completely or as it's going live on Twitch, but I will stream it a little bit after and I'll rewatch it. Well, I'll watch it for the first time because I'm not going to watch it live. And I'll live react to everything and then I'll post it on my YouTube. Guys, if you want to catch me there, catch me on SideJustin99 on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody. We'll see if my predictions are right. We'll see if I told the future.